Alright, good morning from Echo Bay. It's really early, very dark. It's raining again. You'd think I like fishing in the rain, but I really don't. We are about to have 2 lanes open at Echo. The lake's coming up a little bit, and let's walk out here. From shining a light right in my face to complete darkness, and it's hard to see. Our solar lights aren't working on our brand new ramp up here anymore, so that kind of sucks. But you see it? Let's walk down here. You see the one side over here. Once this comes up another like a foot or so, I'd say this side over here is going to be open. Still can't see it, but it's in good shape as usual. We're gonna have to do some cleaning because it's all full of silt, but this is really good. Anyways, we're gonna be heading north. Gonna get out here and head north. We're gonna hang out, once we get in the water, we're gonna hang out over by that cliff over there until it gets good and light. Then we'll blast off north. So you know what, you guys know what I'm looking for. I'm not even gonna try and tell you anything else. I'm going for crappie, and if that don't work, there's always striper up here. Not very big, but they're here. This is supposed to move out. There's no wind right now. That's awesome. It's down to a sprinkle. I drove through the worst of it. So there's my truck. That's one thing, you know. Oh, we got 2 lights now on the dock. That's good. So anyways, there's no lights here. Not like Willow Beach is all lit up. When it's dark up here, it is freaking dark. So anyways, I'm in compliance with the Lake Mead National Recreation Area filming guidelines. Let's not worry about that. Let's just go find some slabbies. All right, stick around. This one's gonna be good, hopefully. All right, we're in the water. 5:42. The water is 65.6 degrees. I got a new camera I'm gonna be trying out today. It's an Insta360. I don't know. Kind of rotating through cameras trying to find one that's going to work the best for me here, but that thing's supposed to be pretty cool, so you can use it in 360 mode, but I'm just going to use it with one of the either the forward or the back facing lens, because editing in 360 is freaking night. But we're about warmed up, so I'm going to pull the trolling motor up and roll. It's starting to get daylight, so I mean it's starting, but it's going to be probably 45 minutes before it's completely light. So anyways, here we go. All right, we're up by Stewart's Point. Stewart's Point is right here, and those are more than likely stripers, but that's not what we're looking for today. But if I catch one, I catch one. That is my normal jam. So we're gonna kind of sneak up into these here shallows here, and then we're gonna get serious. All right, so apparently I'm in the correct spot, because there's Rob right there, and there's Nam right next to him. And they wouldn't be here if there weren't crappie here. I just had and I'm seeing stuff down there. Can you see the fish finder? They're down there. So we're gonna. I didn't even pull the trolling motor up. We're just gonna shimmy sham over here a little ways. And going back to the Richard Johnson rip shad, we're starting with that one. That's always productive. I could, on my way over there, I could throw this crappie candy out over here. See if it does anything for me. It's usually a pretty good one. The hot steel shad wrap always works. Crappie love it. especially when they're still out deep. So we're gonna see, we're gonna roll over here just a little bit. Then we're gonna go back to the trolling motor. All right, it's like my normal Lake Mojave crew out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, counting me, 5, 6, 7, 8 that I can see right now. Nam's coming right at me. He's right there. I'm gonna ask him what. I'm gonna try to get him to give up some secrets. I'm really not a great crappie guy, but I don't suck at it either. It takes me a while to get it dialed in. We're not dialed in yet, but hopefully we will be. One thing, when you're crappie fishing, you got a bite. When you're crappie fishing and you're around Rob, you don't need a fish finder. He'll let you know where they are. I just lost one. Rob's over here cackling like a chicken. I just lost my first crappie of the year right there. All right, we're finally on, and holy moly! Shit, yeah.
What did he take?
Richard Johnson rip shad on a chartreuse jig head. Look at that. That's about the nicest crappie I've ever caught right there. Not skunked. Came for it. Got it. Oh, I was just about ready to change my flavor of jig heads too. Here you go. I think we're going to stay with chartreuse. All right, if you're wondering where I am, I'm nearly at the end of the lake. The end of the lake is right there, and I'm in 12 feet of water. And I'm just trolling jig heads and rip shads and catching some striper, catching some crappie. I just lost a crappie. It's pretty devastating. It felt like a pretty good one too. But I thought there was a whole lot more to it than this. But I'm doing pretty good. Got like 5 crappie, 1 striper. So got that going for us. All right, kind of just like boil season. You start out with one plan, and as soon as the fish start biting, the wheels fall off. The inside of my boat just looks like I took all my tackle boxes and just dumped them all on the floor. But I found what they're taking. That right there, Richard Johnson. Good stuff. Get out and fish USA.com. Here's his website right there. He makes good stuff, and he's a veteran, so support your veterans. Now, even stripers like crappie candy. He's not very big, but still a fish. There he is. I knew it was a striper as soon as it hit, because he's rip and drag. Crappies aren't going to do that. He going right straight back down. So a lot of times they will change what they want right in the middle of while they're wanting it. I've swapped over to this guy right here, got like a hammertail, pink and chartreuse, and it was out for about less than 5 minutes, and he hammered it. So I'm probably going to reel that one in over there and put the same one on. So we're not done. There's another one. Maybe not. That was just the boat bouncing in the waves. All right, my biggest advice, don't get tunnel vision. Just because something was working 5 minutes ago or an hour ago, they changed their mind. That's the 3rd fish in 10 minutes that I've got on this lure that's all tangled up over here now. But I showed it once, so I'm not going to spend all your time watching me unravel this. Normally I'd be okay with that, but it's not what I'm after today. But it's the second one of them I've caught, and they're taking the crappie lures. Who'd thunk? But some of them are really tiny, but they're still crappie. That's very possibly the fish of the day right there. That is a freaking monster crappie. He gone. I have no idea how many fish I've caught today. We're just gonna go with a lot. This little dude smacked it, dropped it. I went to reach over and set the hook. There was nothing there. I ran it back out, and then he hit it. It's tiny though. But here it is. This is what they've been. It's been pretty much one right after another for the last hour or so, and it's working. So there's my buddy Darius. He pulls up next to me, asks me what the secret is, and I start explaining to him what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and he hooks 2 fish. Go Darius. He got one on top water. That's just, like I said, it's just mind blowing. And when I was giving that little crash course in what I was doing, I didn't hook a fish, and he hooked 2, and he's right there. So, you know, right place at right time is a lot of it. So don't get frustrated, just stay after it. All right, here's one last look at Overton Arm. Stewart's Point. Right near the boat. And I'm heading for the ramp. That might be my buddy Chris right there. Anyways, as soon as I clear these boats, I'm gonna roll. We'll do a daylight view of the launch when we get there. That'll be about 10 minutes from now, give or take. I no sooner turn the camera off from me squawking about me not catching fish while I'm telling people how to catch fish, and that pole went bam. So there you go, still going on. All right, I'm just coming around the corner into Echo Bay. There's a flat 6 miles from right here to pretty much the end of the lake where I was catching the fish. Kind of explains to me why I didn't ever do it in the kayak, because I could have made it there and back, but I couldn't. I could have went there and back and not fished. But on the same battery that I had in the big rig, I fished all day, well, all morning, and it's still at 80%. That OMU 156 amp hour battery is pretty freaking awesome. But I come out of that bay, Stevens Bay, I think it is, or Stewart's Bay, and it got pretty choppy. It took me about 15 minutes to get back. I was getting beat up pretty good. Got really, I mean, white caps for a while now. Not here, because that hill was blocking it all. But it was pretty choppy. But not a problem with this thing. You just gotta slow down and go through it. But we'll come back from the launch, give you guys an eyes on target view of the launch in the daylight. All right, here's the launch. In the daylight, like I said, in the dark. If the lake keeps going up, they're probably gonna be up on this side. But they got a little excavation to do, because that's a mess. But you can get a kayak through there now if you're motivated. Because there's a lot of room here. That's pretty freaking deep. So in a pinch, it'd work. But all right, that's gonna do it. Smash the dude floating around over there, if you would please, floating around in the kayak. Like, subscribe, give it a share, check out those Amazon links down there. There's all kinds of good stuff. Think about those channel memberships. There's 4 levels of it now. One of them's 99 cents. Doesn't seem like much, but it makes a difference. Okay, now let this guy out of the way. Wander up to my truck, make sure I got my keys. It sucked to get all the way up there and not have my keys. I do have my keys. All right, so yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. See you on the water. Back to work for 4 Thanksgiving, and then I'm off for 4. So I don't know if we'll be on the water the day after Thanksgiving, but you know, probably, knowing me. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you on the water.